We are live here for Game 2 of our 5-game set here at Elizabethtown College, and just getting underway between Higgins and heavy hitters. First pitch in there, and we are underway. Higgins is the away team. They'll be up first, and it is Nicholas Ruiz at the plate who swings and skies one foul, first base side out of play. Evan Biddle, the pitcher for heavy hitters today. And we'll give you the lineup as we go along here in the first inning. Pitch to Ruiz, meanwhile, is skied again, first base side out of play, and the count 1-2. Ruiz will be followed for Higgins by Pat Higgins at second base, followed by Michael Tominski in center field, Isaac Gesford in right, Kieran Kennitz at first. Pitch is low and inside to Ruiz, 2-2. Colton Reinheimer follows things after that. Elias Owens, Dustin Ferraro, and Ben Keel going up against Evan Biddle on the mound. Pitch outside, and the count's full now on Nicholas Ruiz. For Higgins, Biddle sets and deals. Hit in the air to right. Couple guys coming in, going out, and it's the second baseman, Matt Meiswinkle, who makes the catch, and there's one away. Set the defense for you as well for the heavy hitters. You saw Meiswinkle at second base, David Rodriguez at first, Sergio Diaz is at shortstop, and Anthony Rackets at third base. And the pitch is inside to Pat Higgins. And Desesny behind the plate. The pitch to Higgins is outside, ball one. The pitch is outside, ball two. The 2-0. And it's a 3-0 count on Pat Higgins. The 3-0 from Biddle. And that one clips the outside corner. It's 3-1. One out. And the pitch, swing and a miss. That was the 3-2 pitch, and there are two away as Higgins strikes out. So first two batters retired by Evan Biddle for heavy hitters. And that'll bring up Michael Timonitsky, the center fielder for Higgins this morning. The pitch is outside, ball one. Live at Kevin Scott Boyd Memorial Stadium here at Elizabethtown College. Game 2 of a 5-game set today. We'll have all 5 for you on BFA Live Sports. That one's in 2-0. Ophir beat Central in Game 1 this morning, 6-5. That pitch inside, and Timonitsky's got to find a way to get out of the way of that one. The pitch, and ball 4. So a 2-out walk to Timonitsky, and Higgins has a man aboard for the cleanup hitter Isaac Gesford. First game today ended after 6 innings, and it'll be the same time limit for all 5 contests today, as there's a conference on the mound here. About an hour 50. No inning can start after an hour 50, and it's a max of 7 innings, so each game trying to get in as much as they can throughout the course of each contest this morning and throughout the afternoon as well. Gesford steps out, now back in, ready for his at-bat against Biddle. Runner on first, 2 gone. Pitch, swing and a miss. Nice pitch there by Biddle, and it's 0-1 on Gesford. Timonitsky leads off at first base. And staying put as that pitch goes way outside and the count 1-1. It'll be a 1-1. Runner goes. Throw down to second is not in time, and it goes into center field. Now it'll turn into a two-base steal as getting into third is Timonitsky on the errant throw into center field. So just like that, Timonitsky goes from first to third on a stolen base. And then the E2. So runner on third and 2 out. And Higgins has an RBI opportunity here with Isaac Gisford remaining at the plate. Pitch grounded foul behind the plate. And you can tell the throw was probably going to be late on its way down to second base, but then it just kind of took that extra bounce into center field. So ball and 2 strikes on the cleanup hitter Gisford with a runner on third and 2 gone. Pitch. Check swing. Doesn't matter. It's called strike 3, inning over. So a man gets aboard. Timonitsky with the walk. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Evan Biddle. Higgins, nothing. Heavy hitters coming to bat on BFA Sports. That can't be right. I must not have started that. We go to the bottom of the first inning here at Elizabethtown College. Vin Abenu with you. Thanks for joining us here on BFA Sports this morning. Higgins went down without a run in the first. It'll be the heavy hitters' turn to see what they could do offensively against Abdil Abda. Sergio Drews leads off for the heavy hitters and takes a strike there. Drews, Biddle, and then Nick Pozzesny, Yohan Feliz, Anthony Rackets, David Rodriguez, Caden Millarin, Louis Rivera, Matt Macewinkle, and Cole Millarin as that one's grounded to second base. Easy throw. And just like that, Sergio Drews retired for out number 1 on the nice put out there by Pat Higgins at second base. So easy going there for Abda to get things going. Evan Biddle now steps up to the plate. Had a nice top of the first on the mound. Now an opportunity to help out his own cause. Pitch is in the dirt, scoots on by the catcher Owens, and it's 1-0 on the pass ball. So Biddle in a good spot in the lineup too. You could tell the number 2 hole hitter as well. And looking at a 1-0 count from Abda. Pitch. And that one's upstairs. 2-0. See, as Biddle checks down toward the coach there at third base. Looking for the sign. It's been a partly to mostly cloudy morning here. We've had times where it's been sunny across the field and times like this where it's been pretty cloudy, and it's 3-0 on Evan Biddle. So we'll see what kind of impact it plays throughout the course of the day on when the sun decides to shine across the field here. 3-0 the count on Biddle. Pitch. And there's a strike from Abda. Gets back into the count. It's 3-1. It'll be a 3-1. That one hit in the air to right. And it loses the ball. It's going to go to the gap. Biddle on his way to second. And he'll stay there with a one-out double on a drive to right field as the right fielder Gesford lost track of it and went over his head. So a nice piece of hitting by Evan Biddle, and he'll get a pinch runner here with one out as he is the pitcher. So one-out double for Biddle, and Cesny will now be the hitter for the heavy hitters. So runner in scoring position, RBI opportunity here for Nick Cesny. From Pennsville High School, Abda deals up high, and the count 1-0. Just underway, bottom of the first, no score. And that pitch upstairs from Abda. Abda checks the runner, now deals. Hit high in the air to left. And trending foul out of play. Cesny got out in front of that one. Thought he had it for a second. Then it took a wide turn left. And out of play down the left field line. Abda checks the runner. Now ready to deal toward the plate. Now he steps off as his peripheral vision picked up on the runner at second base. In scoring position following the double, the one-out double by Evan Biddle. Senny, and looks at a ball in the dirt. We're in the oven mitt there. The runner at second base. Pitch to Senny is low in the dirt, goes to the backstop. He walks. The runner goes to third. And it's first and third, one out for heavy hitters. As the ball went to the backstop again past Elias Owens behind the plate for Higgins. And the heavy hitters are set up here. First and third, one out. As the coach goes over the signs there with the base runners. So the double by Biddle followed up with a walk to Senny. And that'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Yohan Feliz. Feliz, a base knock, puts heavy hitters up out in front first. Abda deals in the dirt, and a good block this time behind the plate by the catcher Owens. Saving a run from scoring. It's 1-0. First and third, one out. Abda deals to Feliz. Skied in the air to right center. It'll fall in for a base hit. That'll score one. Heading towards third. And staying put is Senny after the double by Yohan Feliz. And heavy hitters take a 1-0 lead. Nice piece of hitting by Feliz, going in the other direction, going with the pitch and driving in the game's first run here in the bottom of the first. So second and third now with one gone. That'll bring up Anthony Rackets. As Abda in a little bit of a jam here in the bottom of the first. Steps off, throws to first to check on make sure that the runner stepped on the bag, Feliz, and umpire said he did, so the at-bat begins to Anthony Rackets. Abda checks on Feliz at second, now deals to Rackets in the dirt, and a good stop there by Owens. And the count 1-0 on Rackets. Rackets handling third base this morning for heavy hitters. Big RBI opportunity here in the first. Abda deals. That one's low. And the count 1-1. Second and third, one out. Heavy hitters have a 1-0 lead. Abda takes a look at both runners, now steps off. Just to get the runners back. Senny at third base leading. And Feliz out to a lead at second base following an RBI double. Abda deals to Rackets. Smokes it back to the screen behind the plate. And it's 1-2. Got just behind that fastball from Abda and hit it foul. Abda ready to deal to Rackets. Pitch. Breaking ball. Called. Strike three. And Rackets down for out number 2 here in the first. I had some late break on it. The pitch from Abda. Really nice breaking ball there for out number 2. And that'll bring up David Rodriguez here with 2 gone. Runners on second and third. And heavy hitters have a 1-0 lead. Pitch in the dirt, and a good block by Owens. Saves a run from potentially scoring there. But staying put was Senny over at third. Feliz trailing him at second base following an RBI double earlier this inning that scored the game's first run. Abda checks the runners, deals to Rodriguez. And that one's in there for a strike. One and one the count. Bottom of the first here in game 2. Abda deals. That one swung on a miss, went down and chased it. And it's strike number 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Runners lead second and third. Heavy hitters with a 1-0 lead. Abda deals. Rodriguez stares as the pitch goes outside for ball 2. So 2's are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and 2 on. Abda deals. Breaking ball just missed. Didn't get it this time. He got the called third strike against Rackets. And you can see he's shaking his head a little bit on the mound. He thought he was going to get that one against Rodriguez. Checks the runner again. Let's see what he goes with here. Rodriguez, swing and a miss, strike 3. And Abda limits the damage to 1. Heavy hitters get a run. They lead 1-0. We go to the second on BFA Sports. We go to the top of the second inning here. Heavy hitters up 1-0. And a strike there to Kieran Knitz. Evan Biddle threw 17 pitches in the first inning. That it was number 18 there, the first of the second. That one swung on and missed by Knitz. It'll be Knitz, followed by Colton Reinheimer and Elias Owens. For Higgins here in the second inning. Pitch. That one just missed upstairs from Biddle, the count 1-2. Biddle had a pair of strikeouts in the first inning. Only base runner was via the walk. And base runner here via the hit by pitch as the leadoff man is aboard in the second inning for Higgins. And that'll bring up the left fielder, Colton Reinheimer. Looking to get something going for Higgins here in the top of the second inning. There's got a good amount of sunshine here at Elizabethtown College. Biddle deals outside. And the count is 1-0 on Reinheimer. Knitz takes a lead over there at first base. Pitch is swung on and missed, and count 1-1. Biddle checks on Knitz over there at first base. Now turns his attention toward the plate. And deals to Reinheimer. That one swung on and missed just underneath the fastball from Biddle. And the count is 1-2. Biddle's got the fastball working for him thus far. Now checks on Knitz over there at first base, and he's back safely. And it was different, you know, that we saw both pitchers in Game 1 feature breaking ball variety, especially for Ophir. The calendar, and a second hit by pitch. So 2 hit by pitches to start the second inning for Evan Biddle. And Knitz walks down to second, and Biddle aboard at first following a hit by pitch. So first 2 men aboard, 2 on, nobody out. Elias Owens, the hitter, and now a conference on the mound for the heavy hitters, the infield, the pitcher, the manager. So just kind of a meeting on the mound, just making sure, checking Biddle's temperature there, making sure he's doing all right. Try to get him to, find the plate a little bit, see what's working, what's not working for him thus far. Biddle's got some good stuff. And he's just missed, obviously, this inning with the hit by pitches. But he's got a nice fastball that he features. And it's just finding that location. And his catcher there giving him a piece of encouragement. That is Nick Senni. Infield in at the corners. Double play depth up the middle for heavy hitters. Elias Owens now the hitter. And there's a strike. And the count is 0-1 on the Higgins catcher. Runners lead first and second, nobody out. Biddle deals. That one chopped to first. And stepping on the bag as runners advance to second and third is David Rodriguez, although he fumbled it at first, was able to make a recovery for out number 1. So now second and third with 1 gone, and Dustin Ferraro, the hitter. He is the designated hitter this morning for Higgins. Ben Keel awaits on deck. Biddle deals. Inside corner, strike 1. Had a good movement. The fastball kind of went from west to east there, heading across the plate. Some late movement, almost looked like a sinker. Pitch from Biddle. That one swing and a miss, climbs the ladder there, and it's 0-2 on Ferraro. You can hear the pounding of the mitt as Biddle fires in fastball after fastball so far today. And a little bit of a jam here. He's got 1 out, second and third. That one grounded again for the second consecutive batter to first base. Easier time for Rodriguez this time. And now there's a runner stranded off of second base, and it's going to be a double play. The runner from second, Reinheimer, stranded way too far. He was at shortstop, and the runner at third didn't even advance. So it looks like Reinheimer may have thought it got through, but a nice double play by David Rodriguez. And the heavy hitters get out of it. 2 men aboard on the hit by pitches, but it remains 1-0. We go to the bottom of the second. We go to the bottom of the second inning, 1-0 heavy hitters. Vin Avenue with you. Thanks for joining us here on BFA Sports. Pitch from Abda is a strike to Caden Mulheron to start things here in the bottom half of the second inning. It'll be Caden Mulheron, Louis Rivera, and Matt Meiswinkle for our heavy hitters. And there's strike two. So David Rodriguez had all three putouts, had the grounder, 3 unassisted in the second inning, and had that 3 unassisted, 3 double play as he threw to shortstop, so 3-6 double play there. That breaking ball way high, didn't break in time, and it's 1-2 on Mulheron. Abdas tried that a few times, and he was able to get a punch out on one of them, just kind of that curve ball that rises and drops. That pitch outside 2-2. He's got a lot of 12-6 action on it, but sometimes when it misses high, it doesn't quite get down to 6, so he's got a lot of elevation on it at times. Pitch is in the dirt, and from 0-2 to 3-2 on Mulheron. I'm throwing a fastball, but Abda seems to lean more towards that curveball on some of his other breaking pitches so far here this morning. It'll be a 3-2. And Mulheron works a leadoff walk to start things off for the heavy hitters here in the second. And that'll bring up the center fielder, Louis Rivera. As Mulheron trots down to first base. There you go, 27-27. First baseman and the base runner. Some fun things in baseball. Louis Rivera, opportunity here to keep the line moving for the heavy hitters. And looks to bunt, bunts it up in the air. Caught by the catcher, throw down to first. It's a double play. Nice catch. Check it out on the Gamechanger replay. Rivera was looking to bunt. He bunted it up in the air in an impressive catch by Elias Owens and then fired a strike down to first to easily get the 2-3 double play as Mulheron strayed way too far. He thought it was in play. So 2 away now. And pitch outside to Matt Meiswinkle. Meiswinkle, the second baseman today. That one just a tad upstairs. The umpire joking with Abda, he said, that's a ball. 1-0 the count to Meiswinkle as umpire's shaking that one off. He's having fun. Abda just missing with that curveball again. Now deals to Meiswinkle again. And that one low in toward the dirt. 2-0. Heavy hitters lead 1-0, and I'm thankful for the double play just a moment ago. 2 gone. And now a 2-out walk to Matt Meiswinkle. Second walk of the inning for Abda. Third on the day so far. He walked Nick Senny in the first inning. And that'll bring up Cole Maharan. He is the extra hitter for the heavy hitters today. Man aboard, 2 gone. Runner goes. Pitch outside. And easily into second with a slide to boot is Matt Meiswink. Also runner in scoring position for the heavy hitters with 2 out. And a little bit closer for Cole Mulheron to drive him in. Product of Millville High School. Abda gives a look at Meiswinkle and then steps off to make sure that he gets back. So Meiswinkle retreats. Abda gives him another look. Now turns his attention to Mulheron. And deals outside. And looks like you can't call it the outside corner, so 1-1. Heavy hitters lead 1-0 here in the bottom half of the second. RBI double by Yohan Feliz in the first inning. Pitch from Abda. And there's another strike. Mulheron had thought about going and then held on. Meiswinkle takes a lead off of second base. And now he's going. Abda deals high. Throw down to third high. And Meiswinkle's into third with a stolen base. No, they call him out. Brought down the tag. And nice tag there by the third baseman, Ben Keel. Check it out on the Gamechanger replay. It looked like he had at first gotten in. A great jump by Mulheron. Throw down was a little high. Let's see. Didn't quite get to the bag. Oh, that was close. Looked like he may have gotten there, but end of the inning nonetheless. That'll be a debate for another day. We go to the third. It is 1-0 heavy hitters on BFA Sports. We go to the top of the third inning here. Heavy hitters lead 1-0, and something to keep an eye on as we went to break. It was the batter, Cole Mulheron, who was at the plate on the caught stealing from Matt Meiswinkle, who was holding onto his shoulder, and he was walking off the field. That one swung on and missed. He was grabbing at his shoulder even as he was walking toward the dugout after the inning ended. So we'll see what they end up doing with him. He is the extra hitter, so we'll see what his status is later on in the game. Ben Keel, the hitter for Higgins, to start things off here in the third. He is the third baseman. It'll be Keel, top of the order, with Nicholas Ruiz and Pat Higgins against Evan Biddle. Pitch. And there's a strike. So a walk given up by Biddle in the first, 2 hit by pitches in the second. Everything erased so far. That one swung on and missed, strike 3. And Biddle retires Keel for out number 1 here in the third. So 3 base runners wiped away either via the strikeout or some great defense. In the second inning, Elias Owens grounded one to first, and Rodriguez fielded it unassisted. Here's the pitch up high to Ruiz. And then Rodriguez fielded it again and threw out the runner at second base to get the inning-ending double play. That one skied foul out of play behind the plate. So 1 out here in the top half of the third. Heavy hitters, 1-0. Biddle deals, lined off the glove. It looked like a Biddle into second base. Throw to first. And Ruiz is retired on the 4-3 putout. Meiswinkle to Rodriguez. And there are 2 away. Looked like Biddle trying to reach out and almost looked like he was going to be able to get it and catch it on the fly. But they got the out nonetheless, and he'll take the out. So 2 gone, and Pat Higgins later, he was a strikeout victim in the first. And to quote Harry Doyle there, that one just a bit outside. So 1-0 the count to Higgins. And Biddle working quickly here in the third, 2 gone, and deals that's a little bit outside, and it's 2-0 on Higgins. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Biddle fires a fastball by him to get back on the count. It's 2-1. Biddle back on there, not messing around, not stepping off. He sees what he wants, and now he deals. 2-1, swing and a miss. And now it's 2-2. He's not even stepping off the rubber. He's working quickly, working diligently, and he trusts that fastball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Biddle looking to retire the side in order, deals upstairs. And the count 3-2 on Pat Higgins. Mike Timoninski awaits on deck for Higgins. 3-2 to Pat Higgins from Biddle. Pitch. Swing and a miss. And 1, 2, 3 goes Higgins here in the third inning. 2 strikeouts for Biddle. It is 1-0 heavy hitters. We go to the bottom of the third. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Vin Abenu with you here on BFA Sports. Thanks for joining us this morning. Heavy hitters lead 1-0. Cole Mulheron, who was holding his shoulder at the end of the bottom of the second after Matt Meiswinkle was thrown out trying to steal third, back in there. He was holding his shoulder. Looked like they were putting some ice on it, and thankfully it looks like he's all right, back in there swinging. He's the extra hitter. And things will turn over to the top of the lineup after him. He swings and misses there, kind of little jammed uppercut type swing. And the count 1-1. Sergio Drews follows him, and then Evan Biddle for heavy hitters here in the bottom of the third. And there's strike number 2. Ball and 2 strikes to Cole Mulherrin. Heavy hitters leading this contest 1-0 in the bottom of the third. Abda deals. Mulherrin has to skip some rope a little bit there. The count 2-2. Starting to warm up a little bit here at Elizabethtown College as the sun is getting a little bit stronger here in the late morning. Pitch in the dirt, skips in front of the catcher Owens, and count's gone full on Mulherrin. Looking to ignite the heavy hitters offense here in the third and build on that 1-0 lead. Let's see what Abda ends up going with here in a 3-2 pitch. And fastball hit into center field. Heading back in to make the catch is the center fielder Timonitsky. And Mulherrin retired for out number 1 here in the bottom of the third. So it looked like Timonitsky had a read on the ball that it was going to go just a little bit further than it did, and he was able to catch up to it in time, come in a couple steps, and make the catch. Top of the order now, with 1 gone, Sergio Drews, the hitter, takes a look at a pitch outside. He grounded out to second base in the first inning. He's 0 for 1. The 1-0, and that one in the dirt, 2-0. Good block there by Elias. Check that Owens. 2-0 on the heavy hitter's shortstop. Pitch to the backstop on the wild pitch, and it's 3-0 on Drews. One out. Drews the hitter. The pitch. And there's a delayed strike call, but a strike call nonetheless. See what Abda ends up going with here. Pitch skips rope in front of the plate, and Drews draws a 1-out walk. And the heavy hitters have a base runner here in the bottom of the third for Evan Biddle, who hit a double in the first inning and then later came around to score. So the pitcher helping out his own cause here for the heavy hitters. Biddle's looked impressive on the mound through 3 innings, and he's got a double at the plate. The heavy hitters lead 1-0. Biddle, the product of Salem High School. Runner leads off first with 1 away. Abda deals. Outside, 1-0 to Biddle. And the runner, Drews, stays put at first base. It'll be a 1-0. Runner stays put. That one hit in the air, first base side, and goes out of play. It's a lot of foul ground here at Elizabethtown College, and it's a good chunk. I want to say maybe 15, 20 feet worth of foul ground here. So definitely pop-ups. Runner goes, will be caught, and the pitch, no throw down to second base as the pitch went high and behind the hitter Biddle. So a stolen base for Drews, and he gets himself into scoring position with 1 away. Got a great jump there at first base, and now in a position to score a run on a single from Biddle. Certainly on a double. Abda gives a look at Drews and steps off, chases him back with the threat of a throw. And now Drews back out to a lead over there at second base. Abda gives him a look, though, and deals to Biddle. That one chopped third base and foul. So the count 2-2 now on Evan Biddle. And a lot of, in addition to obviously the foul ground, you see down the third base line and the first base line here, a big backstop, and it's led to some runs between the first and second games, mostly in the first, but it's certainly seen some wild pitches and pass balls combined in both games here at Elizabethtown College, so an adjustment for players on both sides. Drews takes a lead again off of second base. Pitch to Biddle. Swing and a miss. Abda gets him to chase a breaking ball away, and there are two gone here in the bottom of the third. And that'll leave things up to Nick Zenny. Here in the bottom of the third, he walked in his first trip to the plate in the first inning. And Biddle passes the baton to Zenny in terms of an RBI opportunity. Abda deals. Curveball misses up high, 1-0. A lot of break from Abda. Just had some slight inconsistencies in locating it so far today. And case in point there, 2-0. But he's got good stuff when it drops in for a strike. He did have that strikeout looking of Anthony Rackets back in the first base where he had some major break on his curveball. It'll be a 2-0. And there's a strike as Abda finds the inside corner. And Zenny looking at a 2-1 count. Two gone here in the bottom of the third. Heavy hitters lead this contest by a score of 1-0. Run scored back in the first inning. The RBI double from Yohan Feliz. It'll be a 2-1. Outside. And count 3-1. Now on Nick Zenny. Sergio Drews leads off at second base with two away. Abda gives him a look. And now deals toward the plate. That one's swing and a miss. Fooled Zenny there on the breaking ball away, and it's a full count. Abda in a little bit of a jam, but has been able to work out of it so far. Looking to do that here. Runner goes. Throw up high. Throw down to third. Wide of the bag. It goes into left field. Drews on his way to the plate to score the heavy hitter's second run. It is 2-0. So an impressive running display by Sergio Drews to give the heavy hitters another run here in the third. And now it's a full count on Nick Zenny. I'll check that he did walk, so that was a walk on that pitch up high. It was upstairs, and impressive running by Drews, able to score. So 2-0, one on, and now it is Yohan Feliz. Had that aforementioned RBI double in the first inning. And takes a look at a strike there, 0-1. Feliz, the product of Vineland High School. Pitch outside. Runner on first, two away. Heavy hitters lead 2-0. Now the pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt, goes to the backstop, and heading down to second without a throw is Nick Zenny. So now a runner again in scoring position for the heavy hitters with two away. And a 2-0 lead for heavy hitters. Feliz, another RBI opportunity here. Certainly a hit could bring in the third run. Abda looking to work out of some trouble here in the third. Checks on the runner. Delays, now deals. That pitch fouled off behind the plate by Feliz. And 2-2 the count now on the heavy hitters center fielder. Runner on second, 2 away here in the bottom half of the third. Abda deals. Hot shot right to second base. But booted it, bobbled, and recovers in time to make the out was the second baseman Pat Higgins, and the side retired from there. Heavy hitters get a run. They lead 2-0 as we go to the fourth on BFA Sports. We go to the top of the fourth inning here at Elizabethtown College. Heavy hitters lead 2-0. It'll be Michael Timoninski, Isaac Gesford, and Kieran Knitz for Higgins here in the fourth inning as they trail 2-0. And so far, so good for Evan Biddle. Outside a couple of minor bloops in the stat line. Had a walk in the first, issued to Timoninski, who is up now. And 2 hit by pitches in the second. And there's a strike. And retired the side in order in the third. Biddle's featuring the fastball and occasionally goes to the breaking ball. That one popped up high in the air. Third base, and leaning back to make the catch is the third baseman Anthony Rackets for out number 1. So nice catch by Rackets over there at third base. Obviously, the sun kind of glaring in the Saturday morning sky here, and Rackets able to take a step back and make the play. Isaac Gesford, the hitter, struck out looking back in the first inning. The pitch. And ball. Biddle deals. And there's a strike. Isaac Gesser looking to get something started for Higgins here in the fourth. Swing and a miss. Dialed up the fastball and rose the ladder, did Biddle. And it's 1-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Tipped into the mid by Gesford, a strikeout. And there are quickly 2 away here in the fourth inning. Strikeout number 5 for Evan Biddle. It was in cruise control and dealing so far here through 3 2/3. And Kieran Knitz, now the hitter, skies it in the air down the left field line, foul. And past the hitting cages in the bullpen area. Knitz was hit by a pitch to start things in the second inning. And takes a look at strike number 2. It's quickly 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the top of the 4th, heavy hitters lead 2-0. Biddle deals. That one a little check swing, ground ball to second base. Easy enough throw. And the last 7 have been retired now by Evan Biddle. We go to the bottom of the 4th, 2-0 heavy hitters. Oh, we got a new pitcher? Who's 30? Oh, oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, Ben Keel.
Oh, yeah, they just moved him as well.
Did they put, let's see, did they put Alba at third? No. Somebody's at third.
Who's at third?
Keel was playing third.
Yeah, but who's there now?
I'm trying to figure, waiting for him to turn around. Is it 4?
He's on third base. 4. Oh, 4, actually. 12's that short.
Yeah, that's Nicholas Reeves. He's
second. And this is probably sort of first.
there was no. Ferraro was number 4. Yeah, Dustin Ferraro. That's it. He was
I'm just double checking
the DH.
13. Yep. My line was good. That's the nice thing about this app. Literally just cap subs.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like, oh, change player? Okay.
Sweet. I like that. We go to the 5th inning. Check at the bottom of the 4th. It'll be Anthony Rackets, David Rodriguez, and Caden Mulheron. That one shot back to the screen, 0-1. Some changes for Higgins. Of note, Ben Keel moves from third base to the pitching rubber, coming on in relief of Abdiel Alba. And Dustin Ferraro, who was the DH for Higgins, steps out of the DH role and heads over to third base. And the pitch, little check swing, foul ball by Anthony Rackets, who struck out looking in the first. Keel on in relief here in the bottom of the 4th after 3 from Abda. 2-0 heavy hitters. Keel deals, swing and a miss. And Anthony Rackets a strikeout victim here in the 4th. And that'll send up David Rodriguez, who struck out swinging himself. And that ended things in the 1st inning. Rodriguez had a pretty nifty double play. Had a ground ball he fielded in the 2nd inning and then grounded another one, and that's consecutive at bat. And then fired a strike down to second base to catch a leaning runner who was stranding a little too far off the bag. And that closed things out. Looking to contribute to the cause here offensively in the 4th inning. Takes a look at a strike. Keel staying on the rubber. working quickly here with one gone, and that one swung on a miss by Rodriguez. And a ball and 2 strikes now on the heavy hitter's first baseman. It'll be a 1-2 from Keel. Hit into right field. It'll be a 1-out single for David Rodriguez. So a man aboard. As Caden Mulheron takes a trip up to the plate. He walked in his first trip to the plate in the second inning. And it started things off and then later got erased. The double play. Pitch. Hit high in the air down the left field line into foul territory. Coming over to make the catch is the left fielder, Colton Reinheimer. Tracked that all the way, lost his hat and all with the wind kind of blowing in that direction. He had to go from mid-left field all the way deep into foul territory there and made a nice running catch there. And while doing so, held the runner Rodriguez at first. So a nice catch by the left fielder Reinheimer there for the second out of the inning. And Louis Rivera now the hitter. 0 for 1 on the day. Strike 1. And the pitch. In the dirt to the backstop. It'll allow Rodriguez to get down to second base on the wild pitch. So runner in scoring position with 2 out for heavy hitters as Rodriguez is able to get down there. And Rivera with an RBI opportunity here with 2 away. Hit high in the air into left field for a base hit. Rodriguez rounds third. He's on his way to the plate. The throw, not in time as he dives headfirst into the plate. It is an RBI single for Louis Rivera as he heads to second on the throw, and the heavy hitters take a 3-0 lead. Rodriguez scoring from second base on the single to left. Rivera now at second base with 2 away. And that'll bring up Matt Meiswinkle, who was caught stealing to end things in the second inning after a walk. Runner on second, 2 away. Heavy hitters, 3-0 lead. It'll be Meiswinkle and then Cole Mulheron, who is on deck, before things return to the top of the order for heavy hitters. Pitch. Hit high in the air to left center field. Going toward the track. It'll stop, bounce against the wall. 1 run will score, and it is an RBI double for Matt Meiswinkle, and heavy hitters take a 4-0 lead. A nice piece of hitting by the heavy hitter's second baseman. Just drove it into the gap and left. Scoring from second was Rivera, so heavy hitters expand their lead here in the fourth. And Cole Mulheron now the hitter. He flew out to center field in his first at-bat. He's 0 for 1. Pitch upstairs from Keel. And the pitch inside. Mulheron has to dance out of the way. Bottom of the fourth inning. 2 outs. Heavy hitters lead by a score of 4-0. They've added a couple here in this half inning. Pitch inside to Mulheron. And a nice fall Saturday morning here at Elizabethtown College. Runner leads off second with 2 away. Keel deals a strike. And Mulherron, RBI opportunity here in the bottom of the 4th. The pitch. And there's strike number 2. So full count on Mulherron with 2 away. That'll send the runner Meiswinkle from second base on the pitch. Heavy hitters lead 4-0. There he goes. That one swung on and missed. Strike 3. So Keel able to work out a further trouble after the heavy hitters score a pair. It is 4-0 as we go to the 5th.
On that line drive out to the left. Cooper Bryan, 97.7 on that liner. For Cooper Bryan, he might turn 3. He is turning 3. Gonna hit the cut it short, and he doesn't need to slide.
Oh, rocket.
Wow.
What an outstanding catch. This is Fitzpatrick, and I call him the freak because this kid is an absolute specimen of an athlete.
We go to the 5th inning. Heavy hitters lead 4-0. Vin Abnu with you here on BFA Sports. Evan Biddle out there for his 5th inning of work. Deals inside. That was pitch number 56 for Biddle. He's got 5 strikeouts. Colton Reinheimer leading things off for Higgins. Hits a high fly ball into right center. Drifting over to make the catch is the center fielder Rivera. And there's quickly 1 away. Elias Owens now the hitter. Will be followed up by Dustin Ferraro. And then Ben Keel to follow him. Elias Owens hit a ground ball to first in his first plate appearance. He's 0 for 1. Tries to bunt and gets hit by the pitch. Throw to first. And he's retired swinging there. So the 2-3 put out. And there are 2 away. Dustin Ferraro now the hitter. He came in, moved over to third base after Ben Keel took over on the mound. Had started the game as the designated hitter, hit into a ground ball to first, and then it turned into a double play. That one swung on and missed. Two outs quickly here in the 5th. Biddle working quickly. Deals inside. Count 1-1 to Ferraro. The pitch. Skied up into center field. Drifting over with ease is Rivera. And that'll retire the side here quickly in the 5th. 7, 8 in a row retired by Biddle. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's 4-0.
Make this your best season ever with Gamechanger's amazing new features. like automatically compiled hit clips that load directly into your player profile, along with your stats. Watch, download, and share with fans and recruiters. Track pitch type and pitch velocity, and display it in the live stream. And watch it all, live, on the web. Check out these amazing new features you can start using now in the app, or learn more at gc.com.
We go to the bottom of the fifth inning, and a correction on the stat as we went to a break. It was 11, or it has been 11 in a row retired by Evan Biddle from the heavy hitters on the pitching side of things. Heavy hitters lead 4-0 as we enter into the bottom half of the fifth. Top of the order, it'll be Sergio Drews, Evan Biddle, and Nick Senni. Drews hit in a ground ball to second, retired in the first, and then he walked and scored in the third. It's at a mile high backward behind the plate and out of play. And the count quickly 0-1. So 4-0. And heavy hitters looking to expand on that. Keel out for his second inning of work out of the pen, as this one's popped up foul behind the plate and going out of play. Well, yeah, right on there under the bleachers. A loud thud. The fan threw it back. No souvenir city here. So 0-2 the count on Sergio Drews. Keel gets a sign now, delivers. High pop foul. Heading toward the dugout and taking a trip behind the dugout. Bouncing pretty high there. Heading toward the wooded area. So Droz battling here in his at-bat in the fifth inning, staying alive. The pitch. And that one's upstairs from Keel. And the count 1-2. The pitch. In the dirt. Good scoop there behind the plate by Elias Owens. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Drews. As the sun starts getting a little bit stronger here. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Drews down as Keel dials up the heat and retires the heavy hitter shortstop for out number 1. That'll bring up Evan Biddle. Hit a double in the first inning and then later came around to score. Struck out swinging in the third. So he's 1 for 2 at the plate. Pretty impressive performance on the mound thus far as well through 5. Keel deals outside. And it's 1-0 on Evan Biddle. And that one's upstairs. 4-0 heavy hitters here in the bottom of the fifth, with one away. And Keel deals. That one swung on and missed by Biddle. With Nick Senny waiting on deck for heavy hitters. That one chopped foul outside of third base. And Biddle battling here, staying alive. It's 1-2. That ball heads down the line into the tarp. Coach is going over there to retrieve the foul ball. And back set here on the mound. Keel to Biddle. That one popped foul. First base side out of play. And we'll do it again. It's turned into a nice day thus far here at Elizabethtown College. Game 2 of a 5 games on the schedule today at the college. Pitch is inside to Biddle. And we'll have all 5 for you right here on BFA Live Sports. Thanks for joining us. I guess you've gone from, the bacon and eggs, the big breakfast, a couple cups of coffee, heading toward lunchtime. Pitch is outside to Biddle, and he draws a 1-out walk. So 1 on, 1 out, and Nick Senny now up to the plate. He has gotten the free pass twice, walking both times, and trips to the plate. So Biddle leads off first, 1 away. Keel gives him a look. Pitch upstairs to Senny, throw down at first. Biddle back ahead of the throw. And 1-0 the count on the heavy hitter's catcher. As his battery mate takes a lead off of first. Keel gives him a look, and now turns his attention back to Senny. And deals that one inside 2-0. The pitch. Senny wanted to swing and was able to hold back. So the count 3-0. Biddle takes a lead off of first. Heavy hitters have a 4-0 lead here in the bottom of the fifth. And back-to-back walks now as Senny walks. Biddle takes a jog down to second base, so 2 on and 1 out. And that'll send up the cleanup hitter, Yohan Feliz, who had an RBI double in the first inning and then grounded out to second to end inning number 3. So Biddle off of second base, Senny off of first with 1 away. And a big RBI opportunity for Feliz to expand on the heavy hitter's 4-0 lead. Pitch. Feliz tried to check his swing. It looks like he was able to successfully do so. The count 1-0. 2 on, 1 out. And the pitch from Keel. Breaking ball finds the outside corner there, 1-1. Keel came on in relief to start off the 4th inning after 3 innings from Abdil Alba. That one swung on and lined down the right field line and foul. Just missed an extra base hit. And a run-producing hit as well, as the runners will head back, Biddle and Senny. And it's now 1-2 count on Yohan Feliz. With 1 out, following the Sergio Drews strikeout that started things here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Heavy hitters 4-0 lead. As we head toward the latter stages of the game, Keel checks the runners, now deals sky-high pop-up deep into center field, drifting back to make the catch is the center fielder Timoninski. Tagging and going to third is Biddle. So now it's first and third with 2 out, following the fly ball out by Feliz. And with runners on first and third and 2 out, Anthony Rackett's the hitter. He struck out looking in the first, struck out swinging in the 4th. And a redemptive at-bat opportunity here in the bottom of the 5th inning with Biddle awaiting on third base, and a meeting on the mound now between Ben Keel and his catcher Elias Owens. Owens heads back toward the plate, just addressing the situation, discussing how they want to go after Anthony Rackett's. 0 for 2 with a pair of Ks. Runners lead first and third, 2 gone. Heavy hitters 4-0 here in the bottom of the 5th. Throw over to first to check on Zenny, and he's back safely ahead of the throw. Two outs. Runners aboard following 2 walks in the inning. Pitch to Rackett's is in there for a strike. See if Zenny ends up going from first base with a runner on third and 2 out. Keel sets and deals. High pop-up in the infield. Keel calling for it. And Keel makes the catch as he turns towards second base. And that'll end things here in the 5th inning. Heavy hitters get a pair on. Can't plate them. It is still 4-0 heavy hitters as we go to the 6th on BFA Sports. First pitch, top of the 6th inning, fouled off behind the plate by Ben Keel. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Just 61 pitches, including that one for Biddle so far. 5 strikeouts. He's retired the last 11 in a row. He's 2 hit by pitches and a walk. As Keel looks in at a ball. And that's it. Biddle's been rolling along. Pitch is low and away. Walk in the first, given up by Biddle. 2 hit by pitches in the second. And that's it. Swing and a miss. And Keel retired to start things off in the sixth. Strikeout number 6 for Evan Biddle. And that'll turn things over to the top of the order for Higgins. It'll be Nicholas Ruiz, and then he'll be followed up by Pat Higgins. Ruiz grounded to, or popped up to second base in the first. Hits a high pop into center field coming on Rivera. It'll fall in for a base hit. So the no-hit bid by Evan Biddle ends with a bloop single to center field here in the sixth inning, broken up by Nicholas Ruiz. So Biddle had been throwing a no-hitter for 5 1/3. Only 3 base runners had reached. But still an impressive outing so far for Evan Biddle. And Pat Higgins, who's struck out twice now, walks up to the plate. Both on the swinging variety in the first and then again in the third. And Biddle steps off. Heavy hitters lead 4-0. 1 out here in the top of the sixth. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Biddle still dialing up that fastball there. Throwing in multiple parts. He climbs the ladder at times to get guys to chase up high. He's not afraid to put a little bit of movement and spin on it and have that break over the plate. Almost like a sinker kind of action. 1 on, 1 out. Biddle deals. Called. Strike 3. Strikeout number 7 for Evan Biddle. And there are 2 away here in the top of the sixth. He's looked fantastic today against Higgins. 7 strikeouts and just 1 hit, which we saw to start things off here in the, or check that with 1 out here in the sixth. That pitch up high. Biddle was throwing a no-no for 5 1/3. Timonitsky now steps in. He walked in the first inning and popped out to third in the fourth. And takes a look at a strike there. Runner on first, 2 away. And the pitch inside. Timonitsky able to move out of the way. The pitch. And that one missed outside. Biddle sets. So we're working quickly all game. Does so again here. Pitch inside and misses. And a 2-out walk to Michael Timonitsky. And just like that, Higgins has a couple men aboard with 2 gone. As Ruiz heads down to second. Timonitsky on first. Isaac Gesford, the hitter. He struck out looking in the first and struck out swinging in the fourth. He's 0 for 2 as he takes a look at strike 1 there on the outside corner. 0-1. Biddle checks the runner. Now deals. Into center field for a base hit. It could be an RBI base hit as well. Runner rounding third, heading toward the plate. Ball off the glove of Rodriguez, who was trying to cut the ball off at the mound. It is an RBI single for Isaac Gesford. And the heavy hitters now lead 4-1 as Higgins plates their first run of the ball game. So Ruiz scoring from second. Timonitsky stopped at second. So runners on first and second. 2 outs, and it's now a 4-1 ball game. 2 hits in the inning for Higgins, their first 2 hits of the game here in the sixth, and the last of which just produced the first run of the game. So 4-1, Kieran Knitz now the hitter, and takes a look at a strike there. Knitz was hit by a pitch in the second inning and grounded out to second base in the fourth. Biddle checks the runner, now deals. Now one in the dirt and a good block there behind the plate by Senny. Runners lead first and second. 2 outs here in the top half of the 6th inning. 4-1 heavy hitters. Biddle deals. Now one up high and away. 2-2 the count now on Knitz. With Colton Reinheimer awaiting on deck. Pitch. Called. Strike 3, inning over. Impressive way to get out of the jam for Evan Biddle. But the Higgins gets a run. They now trail 4-1 as we go to the bottom of the 6th on BFA Sports.
On that line drive out to the left. Cooper Bryan, 97.7 on that liner. For Cooper Bryan, he might turn 3. He is turning 3. Gonna hit the cutout short. He doesn't need to slide.
Oh, rocket.
Wow.
What an outstanding catch. This is Fitzpatrick, and I call him the freak because this kid is an absolute specimen of an athlete.
We go to the bottom of the 6th inning here at Elizabethtown College. Vin Abenu with you here on BFA Sports. Thanks for joining us here this morning. Game 2 of our 5-game set. And first pitch from Keel is out there for a ball. He's out there for his 3rd inning of work on in relief of Abda. And deals to Rodriguez. That one swung on and missed. It'll be Rodriguez, Caden Mulheron, and Louis Rivera here for the heavy hitters in the 6th. They lead 4-1. Rodriguez struck out swinging in the 1st, singled and scored and stole base in the 4th inning. As that one scoots on by to the backstop. Heavy hitters leading this one 4-1. And the pitch. That one's upstairs. Keel looking for a quick, scoreless frame here. Keep it at 4-1. And give Higgins an opportunity in the top half of the 7th. Swing and a miss. And counts full now on Rodriguez. Keel takes a deep breath, now deals. Pitch. Swing and a miss. And Rodriguez retired for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 6th. Nice pitching there by Keel. And that'll bring up Caden Mulheron. He walked in the 2nd inning and then flew out to left field in the 4th. So hitless on the game thus far. And Keel delivers. That one grounded through the hole at shortstop and into left field for a base hit. So a 1-out single for Caden Mulheron as the ball split Nicholas Ruiz and Dustin Ferraro, there between short and third base. So 1 on, 1 out, and Louis Rivera, the hitter. He had an RBI single and scored in his last plate appearance and trip around the bases. Mulheron leads off at first. Pitch to Rivera. And that one, there's a strike. Matt Meiswinkle awaiting an opportunity on deck. Keel looks in for the sign, deals to the backstop. It's a wild pitch, and it'll allow Mulherrin to get to second base without a throw. So now a runner in scoring position for the heavy hitters. Looking for a little more insurance here in the bottom of the sixth. They lead 4-1. The pitch chopped foul and bounces high over the fence behind the plate. One on, one out here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Caden Mulherrin leads off as second. Louis Rivera, the hitter. Keel checks on the runner, now deals low in the dirt. Could pick up behind the plate there by the catcher Elias Owens. The pitch upstairs. And Mulherrin, check that Rivera has worked the count full with Mulherrin taking a lead off of second base. Keel sets and now delivers in the dirt, and a one-out walk to Louis Rivera. So runners on first and second now with one out, and that'll be Matt Meiswinkle heading up to the plate. Walk, stole a base, was caught stealing in the second inning, and then had an RBI double in the fourth inning. Pitch is outside from Keel. 2 on, 1 out, and an RBI opportunity for Matt Meiswinkle. Pitch grounded off the glove of Keel, recovers, underhand toss to first to retire Meiswinkle. As runners move up, check it out in the Gamechanger replay. It was just kind of a hot shot back to the mound. And Keel able to recover in time to get the out at first. May have had a chance at getting the runner at second base in a possible double play, but it would have been close. So 2 out, and Cole Mulherrin, the hitter, with runners on second and third, takes a look at a pitch outside from Keel. Mulherrin flew out to center field in the third, struck out in the fourth. And it's 1-1 on him here in the bottom of the sixth. Heavy hitters lead 4-1. Looking to add some insurance against Ben Keel. Keel looks in for the sign, now likes what he sees, deals called, strike 3 on Mulherrin, and the inning is over. Last licks coming up for Higgins. Heavy hitters lead 4-1. We go to the seventh on BFA Sports. Top of the 7th inning. Colton Reinheimer leading things off. Heavy hitters lead 4-1. Evan Biddle looking to finish what he started out there on the rubber. And that one just misses. Umpire thought about calling it a strike. Reinheimer was hit by a pitch in the 2nd inning and flew out to center field in the 5th. Heavy hitters with a 4-1 lead looking to take the victory here in 7. And there's a strike. Biddle's been impressive today. Had a no-hitter going for 5 1/3. And there's a leadoff walk here in the 7th inning to Colton Reinheimer. It's been a couple walks today, a couple hit by pitches, but just a couple of hits. Biddle, after he gave up the hit in the 6th inning, did strike the next batter out, and then a walk and an RBI single gave Higgins a run. Pitch is in there for a strike. But Biddle's been able to get out of that, was able to get out of that jam, and has mostly looked pretty good today. Pitch skied down the right field line, foul and out of play. Eight strikeouts for Evan Biddle this morning. And the pitch to Owens is strike 3. So 1 away here in the 7th. So Owens 0 for 3. And 1 on, 1 out here in the top of the 7th inning. Dustin Ferraro, now the hitter, he hit into a ground ball, what turned into a double play back in the 2nd inning, a ground ball to 3rd. That became a double play when the runner Reinheimer stranded a little too far off of second base. And then in the 5th inning, Ferraro flew out to center field. Pitch popped up shallow center. Coming over to make the catch is the second baseman Meiswinkle, and there are 2 away here in the 7th. So heavy hitters lead 4-1, 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. 1 away from a victory. And Ben Keel steps up to the plate. He's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swinging. And that one skied foul out of play behind the plate. And it is quickly 0-1. We got another game coming up, so as you get your lunchtime spread set up, we got game number 3 at Elizabethtown College coming up in a little while. That pitch upstairs from Biddle. Runner on first. 2 out. Keel, the hitter. Biddle deals. And there's a strike inside corner to the chagrin of Ben Keel, contesting the call, but to no avail. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, and the ball game is over. Keel strikes out for the 3rd time today, and Evan Biddle finishes a masterpiece here at Elizabethtown College. No-hitter going for 5 1/3, 8 strikeouts on the day, and the heavy hitters win this one over Higgins by a score of 4-1. We got game number 3 coming up today, 3 of 5 here from Elizabethtown College in Pennsylvania. Vin Abenu for our entire BFA Sports crew. Thank you for joining us so far. And we got more baseball action coming up in a little bit. Stay tuned.